Well, hello. I have another story for you today. It's part of the 10 in the Bed series. These animals are all animals that live in Australia. So you'll see some very different animals, and I'll tell you about them at the end. This one was illustrated by Karen Young, and I believe she's an Australian artist. There were 10 in the bed. Looks like they're getting ready for bed. I hope you do the same when you get ready for bed. There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 9 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 8 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 7 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 6 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 2 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There was 1 in the bed, and the little one said, "Good night." These are the animals that you saw. They all come from Australia. Let's take a look at them. The first one is the echidna. In Australia, echidnas live in all sorts of different places: cold and snowy mountains, wet rainforests, and even hot and very dry deserts. The echidna is also called a spiny anteater and uses its long, sticky tongue to lick out the ants and termites from their nests. If they are scared, echidnas will curl up into a tight ball with spikes or dig themselves into the ground. This little guy is a wombat. Wombats live in the burrows, which have many entrances. Below the ground, these burrows divide and connect, making many different rooms. Wombats are nocturnal, and they are herbivores, which means that they feed only on parts of plants, such as the leaves and roots, and they don't eat meat. The next one is the kangaroo. When baby kangaroos are born, they are blind and only the size of a bean. They crawl into their mother's pouch, and depending on what kind of kangaroo they stay there for 90 to 270 days. Only the tree kangaroos can move their hind legs separately when they are walking along branches. The guy in the middle is the platypus. Strange-looking platypuses swim with their front feet, one at a time, doing dog paddles. They use their hind feet for steering and as brakes. As they swim, they hunt for food in the water, using their sensitive beaks to pick up the small freshwater creatures they like to eat. The little one was the koala. Koalas are found only in the Australian states of Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, and South Australia. They spend all of their days in the branches, sleeping and eating the leaves of their favorite tree, the eucalyptus. The emu, the big bird here at the bottom. Emus can't fly, but they can run up to 48 kilometers an hour. Ooh, there's a math problem for you. How many kilometers in a mile? They are big birds with long necks and broad, blunt beaks. They can be up to 2 meters tall. Ooh, another math problem for you. How many inches tall would that be, or feet? Which makes them Australia's tallest bird. Their feathers hang loosely on their bodies to help them stay cool in the desert heat. Emus feed on berries, fruits, plants, and some insects. Maybe you can figure out who the emu's cousin is. You've probably seen one at a zoo. A cockatoo. Cockatoos are part of the parrot family, and they have a clever warning system. While the flock scratches about on the ground for seed, grains, and roots and nuts, lookouts are on the guard in the trees. When danger approaches, the lookouts raise their crests and screech a warning so the flock can fly to safety. A numbat. Numbats are small, furry marsupials with long, bushy tails. They have brown, pointed faces with a black and white stripe leading from their nose to their ears. Numbats have long, sticky, fast-moving tongues that lick up termites and other insects. They use their sharp claws on their forepaws for scratching into termite mounds. The middle bird is called the kookaburra. These noisy birds have many other names, such as the laughing jack and laughing kingfisher. Their call sounds like laughter, and it is used to proclaim their territory. They live in families, and the older brothers and sisters help to bring up the young birds. Frill-necked lizard. These wonderful lizards can grow up to 85 centimeters long. They get their name from the frill of skin around their necks. When they get upset or angry, they open their mouths wide and make their frills stand up like umbrellas. There's a song in Australia that's called the Kookaburra, and it goes like this. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, Kookaburra, laugh, Kookaburra can leave some there for me. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, counting all the monkeys he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop, Kookaburra, that's not a monkey, that's me. Here's the end of the book. I think this is so funny. It finishes telling the story. How did the other animals feel about the koala taking the bed all to himself? And I think he enjoys it. 10 in the bed.